Get what? I'm gonna say it on live. I already did.
You kind of did.
Yeah.
I think towards the end.
Gosh. Are you guys serious?
Look at that.
It's your girl B.L.A.S.T, aka Mr. Lean. If my students are watching me, yo, what to do. Oh, next we have Fabi and Sharon right here.
What? What kind of intro is that? What kind of intro is that? What kind of intro is that? Oh my gosh. Because somebody's not paying attention. That's why I'm trying to get that person's attention.
Yo, we tripping.
Yo, when I say pay attention.
No.
Yes, I think we should redo
Are
the
you
whole
guys
entire
serious?
intro. Yes. Hi everyone.
All right.
My name is Big.
3, 2, 1.
Why she singing?
It's your girl, Boss D, aka Mr. Lean. If my kids are watching, what to do. Welcome to B.L.A.S.T TV, Season 3, Episode 5.
Sync.
5. Sync. Am I saying it right?
Sync.
Sync. My curl is really bad, but you know. Sync.
Sync.
Like
Sync.
and dead toi cat sync. Yo,
Oh, sync. Maybe sync. Sync.
Oh, chill. So we are here with Fabi and Sharon.
Woo.
Oh my goodness. A little bit more power. Come on.
Yay. Fabi say hi. Fabi say hi. All right, guys. Hi, I'm Sharon. This is Fabiola.
Girl,
Oh, wow. Sorry, my bad.
Fabi.
Fabi. It's there. It's out there in the world. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all, she is so shy, but we love her so
We
much.
do, Fabi. Just smile. Okay, it looks cute on you. Look at you, girl. Yes, man.
Smile and wave. Just smile and wave. There you go.
So, how was y'all week? Like, what's popping?
What's popping? Wow. I guess I do still say that.
What's popping?
My week is okay. Just work and school stuff, you know.
Where you work at?
We talked about this. We're gonna say the hospital.
The hospital.
We're gonna say the hospital.
Oh, the hospital.
The hospital.
Oh, the hospital.
The hospital.
Okay.
I don't need people.
She work at Broward Hospital.
I don't want people pulling up on me.
Why would they pull
so
up on
I
you?
didn't say which one.
Right.
People.
People crazy out here.
People. They can. Oh my gosh, no. Send you to the ER. Let a doctor do it.
But
I don't do that.
got you.
Yes.
Fabi, what's popping?
I'm cool.
Oh my, no.
Oh,
Please.
Fabi.
Please.
How was your week?
How was your week?
My week was cool. I said I'm cool.
How's school?
Great.
Oh,
What grade are you in, Fabi?
they don't gotta know that.
None of
Yes,
y'all
it
business.
could
My
know
bad.
that.
Okay, Fabi, if you want to share what grade you in.
I'm in 12th grade, y'all.
2021. Oh my gosh, Fabi.
I'm playing.
Oh.
I'm in
2022.
11th grade. I'm in 11th grade.
Thought
about
she
to
was
graduate.
serious. Next year, 2020.
Yes, best
20.
class. Thank y'all.
20. No, the best class was 2018.
22.
Please.
22s.
No.
No. It was actually my graduating
You
year
said
where we did
Percocet.
22s.
What?
When y'all graduating year?
202.
You said what?
You do 2002. That's what we used to do.
2002 you graduated, Sherry?
Say what you. Who says it 2002?
2002.
Who says it like that?
How do you
What
say
is
it?
2002?
Oh, my bad.
What is 2002?
2002?
I know, but I never heard anybody say
I never
2002.
heard.
2011, I'll be like 2010.
Right, but back then, just 2002.
You class 2002 for okay.
Yeah. 007. But how would you do with your fingers? Oh, okay. Just okay. You know,
That's something else.
it's
dog.
okay.
Dang, Sharon, Fabi. Well, how was my week? Thanks for asking.
How was your week, D?
Yeah.
How's work? How's the kids?
Oh, the kids. Oh,
Kids, you saying it like
She a
got
teacher.
kids.
No?
say student.
What
Don't
you
say-
got?
Don't say kids.
You got
bruh.
50 kids?
Nah, like Okay. So in Florida, there's like ratios of like ages.
Okay.
So my age is like 2 to 3. So my ratio is like 1 to 10.
You lost me.
No, the
You
age.
lost me.
The age of the kids?
I have 2 to 3. I'm at a Montessori school, so they don't do grades. 2 to 3-year-olds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the ratio is 1 to 9 or 1 to 10. But
Okay.
I usually have like 13, 16 of like 2 to 3-year-olds
Okay.
every single day.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
it's like, yeah. Like, no, they're potty, like some of them are potty trained, not all of them. So like, I would change them, bend down, let me clean your butt after they
Aw.
doodle and everything. Yeah. Like it's really like
Aw.
it's pretty cool, but like at the end I'd be so tired. Like my back hurting right now. Like this girl, she 3 years old, she big. I feel like lift her up and everything.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. I'm in. Right there on the
So-
floor. Lay down on the floor,
What's my little
sis.
baby? That's my little baby right there.
She ain't no little baby no more. She's
Well,
grown
she's
behind
not,
woman.
but
Right?
well, like to like pick her up and like comfort her like when she's sad like that. And I'm like,
Okay. Right. So meet her down at her level. Sit on the floor with her.
I don't got
That's
time
what
for
Miss
that.
Janika's saying. Who deserves a mic?
Right,
Okay.
but it's fine. But yeah, my day was pretty good. My week was amazing. Yeah, amazing.
She's smiling mad hard. D, why are you smiling so much? Is
Because
something you want to tell us?
I feel free. That's all.
Free.
Yeah.
Okay. You were in shackles. Hold on. You were in shackles before? Wait, you was in shackles before? What
Oh
happened?
yeah, I was.
Free from what?
Right.
Wait.
Ooh, I was happy.
So wait, what are you free from?
From a human,
A person.
a person.
Did somebody break your heart?
No.
Almost break your heart?
No, I was just emotionally attached to the person. That's it.
Oh,
And it
okay.
wasn't worth it. So like, okay, free now.
So how did you free yourself from that person?
well, it was all him though. Like he
Okay.
sent me a message,
Uh-huh.
but
Girl, what he said?
let me not get into details. But he sent me a message. I read it, but like I wasn't really satisfied with it. So I kind of like, yeah.
Wait, you pulled up to him? You pulled up. How did that go?
So like I told him to say it to my face,
Oh, say
and
it with
he
your chest.
did,
Uh-huh.
but he didn't look into my eyes.
Okay.
So I know he didn't want to like he didn't really mean it through
Okay.
messages. So I walked away, and then he like, this is it. I'm like, yeah.
So he didn't have pure intentions for you.
What you mean?
Like, I don't know, you said he said something, but he didn't look you in the eyes.
Yeah, he didn't mean what he said at the time.
What, he said he love you?
No, something else. Like he wanted to like he ain't see no more us or anything like that. Like the feelings are changing and everything like that. I was like, okay, cool, thank God, cause like I've been praying like he gotta go, but I was like holding on cause I was
Okay.
bored. So
Because
he
you were
said-
bored? Okay.
yeah, I was, cause like he was like I know like he wasn't like the one.
Okay.
So I was really happy, like, oh, thank God, I ain't have to do it, but it happened. So I feel like happy. I feel really light, like, oh, weight just like came off my back.
Well, I'm glad you found your liberation.
Oh, girl, I feel good right now. I wake up in the morning, but to get to work, I like passed his way. I'm like, oh, it is what it is, though.
That's
But
fine.
it's fine. But I've been chilling. I'm kind of happy.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
glad.
God. Thank you,
Good
you
for you.
guys. I know, right? What you mean, good for me?
I mean,
Well, I didn't get into details.
She didn't. She'll
I
tell me
didn't.
later. It's okay.
I
You
ain't
know
get.
me.
I ain't get into detail. Like if I hear the detail, I'm like, oh, yeah, right. I'm like, what says you?
Yeah, no, don't go
But,
into details.
I won't. I'll tell you later though.
Thank you.
But hey, y'all. Oh, who's in the comments though? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey,
Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Aw. Oh, okay. All right.
That's
Cindy, we miss you.
right. Oh, I saw her like. Where's her at? Easter. There you go. She looking mighty fine. Hey,
Aw.
Cindy.
Pause. Okay. Pause. She was looking beautiful. You can say that. She was looking beautiful.
Beautiful.
Okay, not mighty fine.
What happened?
All right. That's like
She was.
attraction. What?
What
When you
happened?
say that somebody look mighty fine, that's like
she
an
looking beautiful. Like
Okay, say that.
You ain't say that.
Yeah, you said mighty fine.
at the
That's
end of the day, it depends how she took it. But I deliver
I
it
took it
as,
weird.
she looked really beautiful.
Okay.
But I just used different words.
Yeah. Choose your words wisely.
You said that to me too. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. What, to choose your words wisely or call you fine?
Tone.
Oh,
What happened?
nothing.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyways, y'all. But hey, y'all. Welcome to B.L.A.S.T TV again. Can you guys like, comment, and share and subscribe? So as we're talking, we will be engaging with you guys at all times and continue to share this live 3 or 5 times to your friends, family, or co-workers. All right? All right, all right, all right. Let's get started. Fabi and Sharon. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Fabi?
Yeah, she's ready. She's ready.
Oh, she's
Yeah, she's
smiling
ready.
like
I
that.
promise y'all she's ready.
I love the smile, Fabi. It's really good on you. No cap. All right. So let me tell you what happened, y'all. So during the week on Monday, y'all listening?
Yes.
Please listen.
Okay.
So I was listening to a podcast. Stop playing with me, y'all.
Why?
Stop playing.
Do you have trouble with the letter P?
I think so.
I think you have trouble with the letter P.
I think so.
Sesame Street, Electric Company, Barney. All of those things can help you with your. They don't. I know, it's so sad. They need to show things like that. Go ahead.
Company.
It's okay. Okay.
My
It's
bad.
okay. All right.
You're welcome,
Aw.
Cindy. She understood. Anyways, but yeah, I was listening to a podcast. Right? I said it right.
Yes, you did.
Podcast. All right.
Yes, you did.
So this man, he was like, dang, what he said. He was talking about that P word. Say it for me, please.
Purity.
Purity culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was listening to a part, and the part was like, it was a chapter from the Bible. Miss Janika, help me out.
Leviticus.
Leviticus.
Leviticus?
Leviticus.
Leviticus.
Leviticus. Leviticus.
Leviticus.
Leviticus.
Leviticus.
Yes.
So I don't remember what chapter it was, but it was a part where he said that this man raped a girl, a young girl,
Mm-hmm.
raped her. She had her virginity and he took it from her basically. So it was the Old Testament, right, Miss Janika? Stop playing with me, y'all. So it was in the Old Testament. So, everything is totally different in the Old Testament. Like the punishments are totally different, completely different. So the man, he raped the young lady, and the punishment, the judgment had to come from the father of the young lady, right? So the only way was for the rapist is to marry the young lady, right? You see how you see her face? You see her face?
Yes.
When I heard that, I was like,
Yeah.
so you have to, like, she had to marry the rapist, basically.
She had to marry her
because he
Mhm.
took her virginity,
Mhm.
basically. So they had to live, like, happily ever after. That was the punishment.
Oh, nah.
So just imagine,
Not me.
like, you trying to keep a virginity and, like, that happens. Listen, you have to marry the guy.
Right.
Like, yo, that's,
That is wrong. Like,
it's the Old Testament, though.
It
But I
is.
don't know how the New Testament would react to that, though.
Some
know, I feel
cultures
like some
probably do
cultures-
still do that.
Really?
Probably. More than likely to force you into marriage for your abuser. And then you're stuck.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
like what the child brides that they still do? Like you're marrying an 11-year-old, like you're 30-something marrying like an 11-year-old girl, and you're end up
that is
basically
rape.
having her get pregnant, and then everything. Yeah, so you're marrying your abuser. Childhood rape. That's sad.
That is statutory rape.
But it's still active in many cultures, unfortunately.
Oh, my
God
gosh.
bless their heart.
Just imagine.
Yeah.
Bless them.
Your whole childhood is like literally torn away from you, and you have no control over your parents. Hand you off because financially it makes sense to them.
Financially.
Financially, a bride price or whatever they call it. Like, yeah, the parents get. Well, that's different, but like, is that still a thing too in what Nigerian? We're just gonna say African cultures, but no, like for when it comes to these child brides, it's the parents are receiving money and like livestock or whatever from the guy, and in exchange, he gets this little girl as his wife.
Little girl.
Little girl. I mean, 10, 11,
And how old is the man?
30, 40.
Oh.
Yeah. It's bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
God bless their hearts.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Imagine that being you though. I'm just
I would
saying that was
cry.
not wrong. Was that sure?
No, it wasn't wrong.
Okay, I'm about
so,
to say.
I would cry. I would cry.
in my 11-year-old mind, I'm against suicide, but y'all, suicide would be heavily on my mind at that time.
I agree too.
It would heavily be on my mind at that time. I would feel betrayed by my family, by everybody, whoever just let me go. I would feel utterly
I would
betrayed.
try to run away, to be honest.
Codeine said she'll run away from
I
a
would run
rapist.
away.
Yeah, I think some of the girls do.
I would have been plotting.
Some of them are successful. Unfortunately, some of them are not. So I think they sometimes do. Others just stay in it because they feel like it's part of the culture and they trust that their parents made the best decision or the right decision for them.
Do what?
Yep. In the Middle East or the South. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Oh, so sorry.
Right.
Because Janika needs a mic.
Chica's talking
Janika said in some of the states here in the U.S., they actually do that where your legal marriage age can be 15, so your parents send you to that state to get married.
I wish my
That is
parents
true.
would
I
do
see.
something
I
like
heard
that
that
to
on
me.
the show.
Oh my god.
My 15-year-old self wouldn't handle that either.
So
I
then
think
you
I would have fought. My 15-year-old self would have fought.
I don't care. Don't put that on me. That's not my fault.
Sorry,
nothing to do
Janika
with me.
said, think about your family that doesn't have anything.
That's
and that
their
was Fabi's
business.
Don't
response.
put that on me.
I know.
That ain't got nothing to do
You
with me.
figure it out yourself, not me.
Yeah. But
Just
some
like-
people, they don't mind sacrificing for their family.
Not me.
Not
Okay.
your
We
child.
know not you.
Your child, though.
Your child, your seed, bro. Like, come on. Like your own. Oh my god.
Like there are some mothers who sacrifice their daughter's virginity at a young age to keep a guy around. I know you guys have heard of that. There's been movies about it too. Oh, I gotta get into details. All right, so like let's say it's a mother who has one or two daughters that are young, they're in the teenage years or even preteen years. The father of the girls are not around, and the mom ends up finding another guy.
Okay.
But once the girl starts to develop,
I know.
and then exactly. So once the girl starts to develop, well, not just the parent. You're talking about like secondary sex hormones. So their boobs and their hips and their butt, their thighs. Like who? I don't want to think of your daughter like that. So I know. But there's guys, unfortunately, older guys who will look at these younger girls as they're still physically developing. Their mind is not there yet, but they're looking at just the physical, and then they want to take advantage of it. And so, like, the mom sees the new guys looking at their daughter like that, and instead of stopping that, they offer the daughter to the guy in order to keep the guy around.
I'm getting mad right now just hearing about it. Like,
No, this breaks my heart. It makes
just
me sad.
imagine.
It
Oh,
makes me
I'd have been
sad.
mad at my parents. I'm sorry. I'd have been heated. Like, what?
Unfortunately, yeah, some of the guys, they take care of the household. So the women will do anything that they can to keep the guy around.
Am I getting abused or anything? Like,
Probably. I'm not trying to sweet talk it.
so like the man would like have sex with the young girls and like take their virginity and
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the mom,
Is allowing it to happen
because he's paying the bills.
because he's taking care of the mom in some kind of way, whether it's financially or physically or emotionally or whatever. Some women are that damaged that they don't care what happens to their kids. There are a lot of girls that go through it, yeah, around us for sure.
What you mean around us? Like,
Like in our
We
church,
never know who.
our
In the
community, in our workplace, in our schools, until they speak up or you see signs. You won't know what's going on.
But like, why hold that in though?
Because some people just don't know how to either reach out to somebody for help, and so, or they don't think somebody's going to believe them, or they have tried to reach out and then nobody believed them.
Or they feel embarrassed.
Or they feel embarrassed. Or Kendra, what you said?
Disgusted, embarrassed.
Or they feel disgusted and embarrassed, by the act. Or they think that it's their fault. Or they deserve that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
They don't want their family to die.
Right. You know how crazy that person
yeah.
is. True,
Could abuse her, could harm them physically. Okay. Purity. Y'all, she just whispered to me the P word. Okay.
Hey, Andre.
What did Andre come? Hey, Andre. Hey.
What you said?
What Andre said? Normally it's when they hit puberty to your knowledge. Yeah. It's not just a period.
That Medea
Janice.
movie.
It's the boobs and the
What's that word called when they hit puberty, right?
puberty. Not.
Oh, what did I say? I said it wrong?
No, Janika, she's like, period. I'm like, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, like, what's...
when their menstrual cycle starts, yes.
Mm.
Their period. Can I use my words? Janika?
Okay, Miss Doctor.
Purity. Am I saying it right, y'all?
Period. Yes.
All right.
Go ahead.
So, like, what's y'all view on purity culture? What's y'all view on it?
Okay, so let's first talk about what is purity culture.
Well, in my eyes...
Nope.
Well,
we did not introduce it. We didn't introduce
We're
it
diving into it. My bad. Excuse me. Well, in my eyes, purity culture...
Purity.
Yes. Culture, in my eyes, is like when you, like, campaign sex before marriage. That's how I see it.
Say that again.
Like, campaign.
Say that again.
Oh, okay. So the history of it. You want to hear that part?
I don't like the fact that you said campaign sex before marriage.
Can I go back to the history?
Yes,
of it?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Janika said that's what you should have started off
All
with.
right.
Back.
So I was reading an article. Like, it was like early 1980s, what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Early 1980s to like the 90s, right? Okay. So the sex rate, like, you know, people having sex, getting pregnant, was super high in those years. So the white Christians, well, this is from the article. Okay, that I was reading. It was like the white Christians would advertise the whole, you know, purity, like waiting till marriage to have sex.
Right.
Is that like a campaign? No? Or I used it wrong.
So you said campaign for sex before marriage.
I said it wrong.
Campaign to not have sex before marriage.
She
said it wrong.
Okay, different ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they did that. So as the years went by, the sex rate went down.
Okay.
Because of how they advertised?
Yeah.
Advertised sex before, encouraged sex before marriage. Right? So that's my take on the whole thing. It's just, yeah, that's where it started. Y'all making me nervous. Y'all need to cut it out.
Don't be nervous. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was like what the 60s, 70s, 80s. Flower power, everybody being free, and just promiscuity was very out there, especially in. Oh my gosh! All right, promiscuity is sleeping around, carefree, loose. All right. So that was just very popular because of just in pop culture what was happening. That's when you have the drugs and everything else, whatever, free flowing. So to combat that, yes, in the church, they then wanted to counter that by then incorporating or trying to then start this purity culture where it's sex is being told that sex is evil, sex is bad, and abstain from it at all costs before marriage. And so that was purity culture. Or at least that's what I learned as purity culture. In the 90s to early 2000s, purity culture entered into pop culture when it came about with was it the Jonas Brothers? You got Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, I think, like those kind of people. They popularized this kind of ceremony in the church where you wear the purity ring, where you're basically outwardly letting everybody know you're going to stay pure before marriage. You're abstaining from all sexual activities completely before marriage, like so. No dating or maybe dating, but you're not doing anything but really talking, and then just getting married from that. That was the take that I got from the purity culture.
So you've been in one of those little ceremonies?
No. So when it was being actually, funny thing is, Bethel actually had a purity ceremony. When it was being done, Fabi, you weren't born yet. Fabi, you weren't born yet.
It happened more than once.
When you,
So
what
it
year
did
was that?
happen.
Oh, so they still did it then. Okay. No, but I mean when it started.
That was the last
When
time
it
y'all did
started, yeah, that was the last time y'all did it. But when it started was probably in the early 2000s, I want to say. But by then, so they started with the youth that was here at Bethel. And yes, you saw a lot of people wearing the rings. Some kept it, some didn't. But Bethel did adopt that, and so making it known that, these particular youth are making this commitment to stay pure before they get married.
So they made a ceremony? Like,
It was a ceremony, yeah.
Like, so that mean they
It was big.
made y'all stand on
Like
stage?
well, I don't know how it went. I wasn't there for it. Because when they did it, it was either working or I wasn't living here. So, but I knew about it from other people who told me about it. But I know they did it in the church. It was like how, they do like the graduation ceremony type thing. Like you have everybody come up front and then you do this vow with Pastor Patrick.
Oh,
and then you get your ring.
Dang,
And
put you on
what
the
else they get?
spot.
They get the ring.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
but everybody got to know.
it was a
wasn't by-
choice.
Yeah, of course, but
Just like the
dang.
baptism. So it's like you choose to do it. So you sign up for it and then you go through with the ceremony in front of everybody. So the reason everybody knew about it was because of liability partners. Okay. So people can hold you accountable. Accountability partners to hold you accountable to make sure that you stay pure.
Just imagine me. Cindy said some dude wrote a book called I Kissed Dating Goodbye.
What?
And that pushed
Oh,
purity
yeah.
culture in the early 2000s. I kissed dating goodbye.
Didn't he do a follow-up book? That same person? I don't know. It was just some dude, but I think he did a follow-up book when he realized the damage it was doing. Because then it became, all right, so these people or these youth are unfortunately abstaining from vaginal sex. Then they started experimenting with other forms of sex. And they didn't call that part sex. Yeah.
And that's what? No, like what was the other?
Anal and oral.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't want to say the word.
Why
I
not?
don't know. It's just weird saying it around you.
A V-ball? Is that
A
Valentine's?
virgin ball?
Oh.
what's a V-ball? I'm
It
sorry.
ain't Valentine's?
So Janika said there was a V-ball here at somewhere, and we rented a
What's a
place in
V-ball?
2009. So what does it was Valentine's Day ball? Oh, I thought it meant virgin ball. I'm so sorry. You said V-ball. I'm like,
I said
no, we're on
Valentine.
purity. I thought you were talking about.
Valentine.
All right, cool. So it was a Valentine ball.
Valentine.
Okay.
Valentine
All right.
ball.
And that was in 2009. And then they also did a purity ceremony during that ball.
What happened?
Oh my gosh. It's just a look on your face. Father,
So
what
we
is
are-
your viewpoint now that we told you what purity culture means? What does your viewpoint? She played footsies with me, y'all. What is your take on it from what we said? Or what's your opinion about it?
I'm with it. Like,
Okay.
I feel like we should save ourselves
From
before.
what?
Cindy said it didn't mean virginity. My
It
bad,
did.
Cindy. I'm sorry, Janika didn't give me the full name.
No,
Oh,
it did mean.
oh, it did say virginity ball?
Yes.
It is? Oh.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Cindy. All right. We called it V-ball. I immediately assumed you meant virginity ball.
What type of name is that, though?
I mean,
I'm telling
you,
you,
celebrate
it was around
virginity.
Valentine's Day. You guys have a mic now. Ooh, they don't know.
Janika finally got a mic.
I got a mic.
Thank you.
But that's what it was called. It was called V-ball. I think at that time, it's either I was away for college or not away for college, and I came back. I don't know what happened.
right,
But
I
did
wasn't
go to
here.
it. But I did go to it, and it was nice. It was like a nice little hall, and there was a guest speaker, and then everyone had a card, and they read the card out loud to, signify their V-ball,
Their
virginity ball.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
Cindy said she found out later that that's what it means. We thought it was a Valentine's Day thing.
I thought it was Valentine ball, but okay. What you were saying, Fabi?
I'm with it. Like, I'm not against it, cause you don't know who you getting yourself. You don't know. I said that so wrong. You don't know what you're getting yourself into with that other person. So I feel like we should save ourselves.
So, oh, my bad.
Oh, I was going to say, do you think that we as Bethel, should do that again? Like,
Yes.
should we implement that again?
The whole V-ball
Yeah.
thingy?
Like the purity ceremony
Oh,
and everything
yes.
with the ring and everything like that.
Miss Janika,
Yeah.
an idea. But yes. Miss Janika, we should do one. The ceremony.
I feel
So,
like let me tell you about this. So the Haitian culture, like in the beginning when it started in the 2000s, it was great, right? And now we get a lot of backlash on it.
About what?
Like, why is my daughter learning about this? Why do she needs to have a whole ring about it and this and that and this and that? Shandine just said she lost her ring, but we're not gonna talk about it.
We're not going to talk
So
about
there
that.
was the one year I bought rings, right? And I guess the ring turned a finger color, finger.
Oh, you bought fake
brown.
gold.
It was not gold; it was silver.
Oh, how you buy fake silver?
It was $50. It was on
You should have did
Amazon.
stainless steel, maybe.
I think it said that.
You
and
should
then-
have done stainless steel.
But whatever.
Okay, you turned your finger brown or green or whatever.
Yeah, I turned all the. Not me. I turned all their.
I would have thrown it away
And then,
too.
yeah. So yeah.
I would have thrown it away.
Cindy
So
said
would you
she.
do another
I don't
one?
know what happened. Oh, Cindy said she disagreed. I guess. Okay. So back to what I was saying.
Right.
So there was a lot of backlash when I did it in 2017. I had a lot of backlash about it.
Mm-hmm.
I had some girls. I had a good amount of girls that did it, and some boys that was a part of it. But then I had a lot of parents on the side that was upset about it. So I was like, well, how do we continue?
How do you navigate this?
Yeah, how do you navigate this? And then that's when I was thinking, I was like, oh, maybe I should make it where it's the parents giving it to the child.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like, well, the child don't want their parents in their business.
Right.
So Cindy said she disagreed, but when I get backlash on stuff, I step back a little bit
Right.
because if I'm at a church and I'm getting backlash at something that's done at a church, well, then the church ain't happy about it. And I think what it is the church don't talk about it a lot.
The church
At
doesn't.
all.
The church talks about it
How?
in a way,
Please.
in a
Tell me
way
how.
that I don't think is constructive. Or at least Bethel or some Haitian churches. So the way that I've noticed that the church talks about it, it's more so putting all the responsibility on the girls, making the
True.
girls to blame if the guy loses his virginity or she gives up her virginity to the guy. And
That makes
there's
no
like no
sense.
responsibility that's being given to the guys. And it's just all the responsibility is on the girls because I guess we hold the power.
Which is not fair.
It's not
because
fair at
boys
all.
lose their virginity too.
Correct.
Sorry.
Way quicker than some of these other girls. So it is being talked about in a way in the church, but it's more of a bashing women because there was like there was a sermon here. Like if it wasn't last year, it was a year before that.
I mean, like somebody preach.
Somebody was preaching.
Who was this?
I'm
Karen?
not gonna say a name.
Really, Miss?
I'll say the name.
I'm not gonna say the name.
I'll say it.
I'm not gonna say the name.
I'll say it.
Don't
Once she
say it.
Once I find out who it is, I'll say it.
Look, put it like this: that person knows who they are.
Oh,
We'll just
wow.
say that. That particular
Does he
person.
preach here frequently?
I'm not giving no details. Okay, so that
I know who it
person.
is.
All right.
Are you serious right now?
So that particular person has preached on this before, and so when they mention it again, it was more so of them, and I'm just like literally, I'm in the audience and I'm listening, and I'm like, why are you making women feel guilty right now, but yet you're not making the men feel guilty for putting that pressure on them? Because not like as if it's majority of the women who are putting pressures on guys to lose their virginity. It's the guys who are putting pressure on the women. And unfortunately, women, a lot of women, we are vulnerable and we succumb to, you know, the sweet talking and the love, because we don't get enough love from somewhere else like our home or from our parents. So then we seek love from other people. And so when we get that attention, we get that love from them, or so-called love from them, we want to give them everything to make them happy,
Right.
including ourselves.
Don't do that. My bad.
So in that particular person, as they were preaching, like, I promise you, like, he made single mothers, I felt, I'm not even a single mother, but I felt like ashamed if I was a single mother, just the way he was just talking. It made it seem like it was just all the woman's fault.
Okay.
And I don't think that's good.
Cindy said she disagreed with purity culture because purity is not just virginity; it's more than that.
Correct.
And actually, it's true because D.A. Horton and I don't know if you guys know who that is, and another lady, I forgot her name, but they came out with a book teaching on purity and not virginity. And there was like a girl version and there was a guy version. It was like taught as like a seminar thing. I think I talked about this in 2015-17. I was like, oh, I really want to teach purity, not just virginity. And I think if the church steers away from what Cindy's saying and teach about the purity and holding yourself, not so much of, because kissing could lead to different things. Looking at a girl in a different way could lead to different things. So I see where Cindy's coming from. So do you guys think virginity and purity are two different things?
Two different things.
Yes.
Yeah. What makes it different?
Oh, y'all gonna look at me. I don't like to fight the challenge.
I be thinking. Go ahead. What makes it different, Bobby? All on you.
got that.
Why
Oh, come on,
that?
Bobby. You on the show. I see you
Right.
thinking. What do you think about? Like, purity and virginity, are they the same thing?
No.
No. It all depends how you're using it, though. Say it again for me, please.
Purity. Purity. Purity.
Purity. I can't say it.
Just
my
say
bad.
being pure.
Being pure.
Whoa. Whoa. No. Per.
Well, I feel like the P word is it comes from the mind, the heart, and the soul. And
Okay.
virginity is like,
The physical.
the physical thing. That's just how I see the difference of it. I don't know how y'all see it, but that's just me. If that
I
makes
think
sense.
they're the same, actually. I changed my answer.
Okay. So why?
Just from what I learned. Like, when you lose your virginity, you're not labeled as pure anymore.
Labeled. Nice word. I like that.
But then there
No,
was
for
a
real, so
God
So then.
that. I'm sorry.
So the opposite of pure is what? Unclean.
Yeah, unclean.
Right.
So you think that, or you're saying that losing your virginity, you're just basically automatically unclean.
Like a damaged good.
Damaged good.
Nah, I didn't say that.
No.
She said that.
That's what I'm saying.
I know that is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Just
because like some
damaged
people
good.
feel like they're like, now they're damaged because their virginity been took. So now, I'm worthless now. I won't find a man or anything like that. So they just feel damaged. Like their worth is down. Some people
'Cause
feel
of
like
soul
that.
ties?
No. Well,
Not even
sometimes
just because of
yeah.
soul ties.
that comes in between that, but not really. Like with my peoples, yeah.
Your family,
Yes.
your mom and dad.
Your family.
Go ahead,
Family.
sorry.
My bad.
Peoples?
Okay. My family. So I was always told, Delene, stand strong. Don't talk to no boys. This and that. Da da da. If you do, you are like worthless. You won't get married. Like I'm just like, oh my gosh, yo, are you serious? So like I feel like that's really strong in my eyes. Like if I lose it, I feel like I'm gonna be worthless. I won't get no man. But like that's just what I was told as a young child. So I still carry that until like today.
Into your adulthood.
Yeah.
I never had that talk.
But I never had that sex talk or anything like that. But it's just like don't have sex or anything like that.
I never had that talk at all.
How many have actually had the sex talk with their parents?
Not me.
Not
I
me.
did.
You did?
I don't know why.
I had.
Well,
it
your
was
mom's
not-
different.
Yeah, my mom's different.
Your
I didn't
mom's
have
different.
to talk. It was just, don't let no boy touch you. I was like, why?
Right.
Because
I feel
they
like
want
that's
to do
common
this, they want
sense
to do
though.
that.
It's not common sense.
It's not common sense,
not
though.
common sense.
To me, it is.
So can we talk about what Cindy just said?
Right, I see it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
You want to say it? Go
What
ahead.
did
You say
Cindy
it,
say?
Delene.
So she said P culture can make people believe that that their identity is wrapped up in the abstaining from sex rather than who you are in Christ.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. My bad. Yeah.
Sorry.
And then Andre said, so losing it in marriage would still be considered
As
impure.
pure.
No. Well,
We're just reading
Well, no,
comments.
my
Go
bad,
ahead.
my
Go
bad.
ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Cindy just said that's that toxic P culture, Delene. The church
Toxic?
fails.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's like, yeah. The church fails to have healthy dialogue about sex. You right.
Right.
I almost said something, but you right.
The church.
The church.
fails. The church in
I
general.
feel like they should have more talk about the beauty of sex. Like it's between a man and a woman, but hey, I guess.
So
they
like
do
my
make it
thing is
negative.
what
Yeah.
Cindy said. The period, like it does get wrapped up in our identity. Like
does.
once you have sex, you're no longer pure, and Christ doesn't see you anymore, right?
Correct.
And you can't get married anymore, and this and that. But Christ died on the cross to pay
what
for our
happens to
sins.
forgiveness?
There's
Correct.
no greater sin than another. So come on, like
Correct.
yes, we should abstain ourselves. It will be greater in God's eyes, but it's not wrapped around as a bad negative connotation to
Right.
our young girls. Definitely our young girls. Like boys, they losing. Okay, you lost a girl.
Right.
You a man now? Who? No.
Right.
What? Why they a man for? They've been having wet dreams. They a man then. Gosh. But that's just me. Okay, I'm going to stop talking.
You're not wrong in what you said. Yeah, for the girls, they're given this negative
view.
label and view. Like once you have sex, you're
not
not
it.
marketable.
Yeah, exactly.
Like nobody's gonna want you now.
Like dang.
Like you're not
bro.
gonna get a good guy because you already lost your virginity.
That is so sad. Like
That's so
I
bad.
think that parents are scared to talk to their child
Yes.
about
Yes.
it.
Yes. So when it came to my parents, and I don't know, y'all remember the other episode.
You had to talk.
I have 3 parents. No,
You have 3
Oh.
parents?
I have 3 parents.
Okay.
Mom, dad, and
You
stepmom.
have a bonus
None of
mom.
my parents talked to me about sex. So I learned about sex either through friends or through school. Even the church didn't talk about sex. So when you start learning it outside the confines of your home, outside the confines of the church, you're learning what the secular world thinks
Right.
about sex
right.
instead of what you're supposed to know.
The God's way.
The godly way.
The godly way.
The God's way. The godly way. But I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, like sex is beautiful though. Like, well, in God's eyes, it's between a man. Well, the man, husband and wife.
Oh,
It's
in
like
the context of marriage is what it was made for.
that. Okay.
What word threw you off? The context?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And confines. Within the marriage. Within,
Yes, and
okay.
like between the husband and the wife.
Right.
Yeah, that's the beauty of sex between the husband and the wife, as it should between the wife and the husband.
Right.
If you ain't my husband, I'm not about to be in bed with you. Sorry.
Right.
Well, your thing not gonna go in between me if you're not my husband. I'm just saying, 'cause like you ain't my
Right.
husband. Why am I having
Okay.
sex with you? Sorry. If you're not my husband, no ring. We're not in the same house.
Correct.
Excuse you, out my way, please. Anyways,
She said, "Excuse me."
I'm just saying.
Ooh.
So
Thank you, Danny,
Cindy
for that
said-
description.
I'm just saying, y'all. My bad.
It's okay.
Don't hit me. Cindy said a healthy marriage or a marriage in general isn't promised by remaining pure.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she's basically saying marriage is not actually remaining pure with one another, because you could be married and be unfaithful.
You said what?
You could be in a marriage and unfaithful.
Correct.
I'm not-
Adulterers.
A healthy marriage or a marriage in general isn't promised by many. But like, ain't she
Or
like?
hmm?
But how's she taking that? I'm not understanding.
Okay, say the comment one more time.
That Jackson
'Cause I
guy.
also-
that
not
Jackson
really
I heard it
guy.
a different way.
So we're not gonna talk about the
A
Jackson
healthy-
guy.
Wait, hold on. What?
That Jackson guy.
Jackson guy?
The Jackson guy. There was a whole video on social media, and then they were saying how she need to get out. And
Oh! Derek Jackson.
Oh.
I'm like, what?
Like all of us, like, what is she talking
Like,
about?
Jackson.
oh,
Derek
Cindy said that's
Jackson?
not what she said.
Exactly.
Okay, so can
Cindy,
you
can
read
you please
comments?
elaborate more
No,
on
but
what she's
No,
saying?
No.
it's how you read
said
it, Miss
it.
Janika.
Oh, it's
So
how I read
read
it.
her
Sorry.
comment
read
one more
it again.
time.
Sorry.
Okay, a healthy marriage or a marriage in general isn't promised by remaining pure.
Okay, so like, how with purity culture you're being taught to stay. I'm hoping this is what Cindy's saying.
Right.
Purity culture, you're taught to be pure before marriage and
Exactly.
abstain from everything. That doesn't guarantee,
It won't be healthy.
right? Like your
So you
marriage is
could
gonna work.
always come in not a virgin, and
Still be
right?
messed up.
but you.
I don't know, Cindy. Is that what you're trying
It
to
will
say?
still be healthy, you mean?
Well,
It
how
won't be healthy.
No, how I'm taking
It's not
it is
guaranteed.
you could always marry an unvirgin. Well, somebody not. Am I saying that wrong? Unvirgin?
What's an unvirgin?
Not a virgin.
Whoa. Okay.
Not a
What?
What? She literally
What?
non-virgin.
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 My bad. Non-virgin, right?
Yes.
Dang, you're
Okay, so
English.
what I'm saying is, y'all could both not be virgins and
Uh-huh.
still be healthy. I think that's how I'm taking it.
I need her to elaborate then.
Right.
Because we're all like misinterpreting what
But
Cindy's saying.
Andre Purity teaches people that they will remain.
Fabi, read what Andre said.
Andre said, my take of it is marriage now and marriage back then is a big factor, in having sex won't make you impure, but the mindset you walking into the situation with is what makes the person impure. That
Okay. That makes
That.
sense. As
that makes sense.
that
Janika, what do you not know about that?
That makes sense.
Mike, Janika.
Word-
On the mic.
well,
On the mic, Janika. On the mic.
Like, what is marriage back then and marriage now?
right. There's a difference. There is.
What is the difference? What's the difference?
Well, how you view it though. But
How
like,
is-
I feel like, well, not how. Well, how I see it back. Well, looking at family wise, let me just put it like that. That's how I see it. You get forced to get married back then. That's how I see it in my family.
Arranged?
Arranged.
Okay. we'll say
Arranged
arranged.
marriage.
That's culture.
Okay, my bad. Excuse me. Let me zip it up. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I would love to hear you on the mic.
You may speak, Stephen. Stephanie.
Sophona, you're saying something? Was she saying something?
Yeah, she was.
Sophie. Sophie.
She's
So,
turning on. She's talking.
Sophie.
She's talking.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Sophie, you've been on here before. Y'all, welcome Sophie on the
Right.
show.
Stephanie.
It's my birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, happy belated.
today.
Today, dang.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So, what I think Andre means by marriage back then and marriage now is probably like the standards, like what we accept in the marriage now. They wouldn't accept it back then. So, like in some marriages now, we accept cheating, we accept like
Okay.
all that stuff. Like
Mhm.
it's a lot that we accept. Like some people have open marriages and stuff like that. Like back then, it's like
Okay.
wife and husband, kids, work,
That's it.
school. Like that's it. Like probably.
Probably the same.
So back then it was probably the same thing, but they were just probably more closed about it. Okay. Now it's more out there that he's
It's
cheating.
more open, yeah.
Okay.
Why she not on the mic? I ain't hear what she said.
All right, so Stephanie said virginity is never virginity is never having any sexual intercourse. Purity, I think, is being free from flaws, being cleansed from the inside and out. That's
Cleanse.
Cleanse. What did I
Cleanse.
say?
Clean.
I gotta do better, y'all. Thank you.
So Andre said no, he was referring to the marriage process. I don't think
Marriage-
there's a difference.
What marriage process?
Like, what's the marriage process?
What's the
Date,
mar-
engage, get married? It's not the
dating.
same as before?
There's a difference.
So
oh my
before
God.
Talk, date,
was
marriage.
courting, dating, marriage.
No, we're talking about back then. From now, I don't think there's a
Right.
difference. But hey, Cindy said, hey, Sophoni, happy birthday.
Aww.
And before she said her birthday, she was like, purity culture teaches people that they will be rewarded with marriage if they stay pure. That's not promised. It's not.
It's not
Mm.
It's not
promised.
promised. That is
It's
not
not
promised.
promised
Just
at
imagine.
all.
So can
like-
we like take the word purity out? I think it worked in 2000s, in the early 2000s.
Barely worked.
Barely worked.
All of them lost their rings.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that was a big thing too.
All of them lost their
So
rings.
that was a big thing. I remember when Joe Jonas,
Mhm.
the youngest
All of us-
one,
He's not the youngest.
not Joe, then it's not Joe, it's the youngest one. So basically he was
Nick?
he was on a talk show and it was so big. Oh, at 16 or 12, whatever age he
Yeah.
was, you promoted this. So did you lose your ring? I'm like, what? Why does it matter what he did?
Didn't do, yeah.
And they made it such a big thing. And I hate how the world I hate how the world views sex
right.
and views holding yourself to marriage and views all that. Because it's like, oh, so are you going to? Like,
Right.
why does it matter
Matter.
what I'm going to do? Why can't we idolize our relationship with God, the Most High?
Correct.
Idolize all these different things instead of, man. And then there was another thing. So I don't know if you guys know Jackie Hill Perry.
The name sounds familiar.
So she's an artist. And so she had an interview with a guy. And basically the interview got taken down because it was talking about the LGBTQ the BQTU plus
LMNOPQ.
RSQT. Like there's a lot of
W,
letters.
okay.
Yeah.
There
So
it is.
she talked about that stuff and people were so mad about it. And it was like, dang, it is what it is. This is what the Bible said. Like, why can't we just do what the Bible says? Why do we have to have all this extraness? Go ahead, read comments. I'm done.
Andre is in the biblical times. They got married differently. Yeah,
Arranged.
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 Most were arranged at young ages.
Right.
And he also said, some of these cultures allow multiple wives.
Yes, they did. Some cultures now still allow multiple wives or multiple spouses.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
there
it called? Poly.
Yes. So that's what I was
That
going to say
word?
too.
I forgot what
Um,
it's called. Isn't it what's that?
Polyamorous.
No, polyamorous is just sleep with-
Polygamy.
polygamy. There you go.
So it's not a culture anymore. Now it's a lifestyle.
Right.
correct.
Like it's
Or part of a
becoming.
religion.
It's becoming. No, it's not even becoming a
It's
religion.
part of one of the religions.
No,
yeah.
there's a religion on it, but now I'm saying nowadays, it's a big thing. Like people are getting into relationships where there's an extra.
It's an
Yeah.
extra.
Extra.
Yeah, it's an extra,
It's
and
more
not
than
just
two.
not just one extra. There's 2 or 3 extras.
Right.
Like that's becoming a thing too.
no.
Like so,
Sister
think about it.
wives.
So since this is like a girl talk, think about as you yourself right there that's sitting on the couch right now.
Like we all together in a relationship?
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
What would your take be if you what is your take on purity, right? And then 2, should you stick to one
What do you mean by
person, one guy? Because we talked about polygamy.
Polyamorous, polygamy, poly. Mhm.
And why is it girls? It's so important for us to hold ourselves and not guys.
That was 3 questions.
Right.
Sorry.
So start with the first one.
First one, please.
well, yeah.
Start with the first one.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the first
What
one.
was the first one again?
I forgot.
What does it mean to be pure?
Yeah. What's your take on it?
So I did like Daylene's definition about it. It's about your mind, body, and what did you say? Mind, body, and
Mind,
soul.
but no, mind,
Mm.
soul, and heart. Mind,
Is-
soul, mind, soul, and heart.
Okay, remaining pure toward. I would say towards God. It's
Yeah.
more of
yourself.
that. It's more so remaining what He wants us to be. Is how I see purity as, not just in the physical aspect, because you should, even though physical aspect can't be ignored, but more so, what is your relationship with
God.
Him?
That's how it is. One
Yeah.
aspect of
Are
it.
you?
Huh?
Oh, what was the second question? Oh, so
I
we're gonna
agree
go one
with
by one.
Sharon. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
I agree with Sharon too.
What is your viewpoint? What's your viewpoint of purity?
Yeah, like what I said
That's
before.
the
She
s-
kind of took my answer from like the beginning, but she she just rearranged the words. You know, it's like Sharon said, like having a relationship with God. That's how I take it. So it's like
For
more
one, and
of
being who He wants us to be.
okay. There go Fabi.
Okay. What was the second question?
Second question, Miss Janika. Miss Janika, don't.
It was something about would you date one person
More
or
than one
something
person.
like
Oh, okay. No.
Oh no.
No.
Wait,
I'm
what?
for you, you for me.
No.
I
So
would
it
never.
goes back
Wait,
to
more
that
than-
talking and dating.
Wait.
Well, okay, no.
You
When we're
talking
talking about
wait.
relationship,
I
So
said it
in a,
wrong.
when we're talking about a relationship, I'm for you, you for me. That's it. We're
Period.
exclusive. If we're dating, yeah, you can date multiple. I'm gonna date multiple. But if it's in a relationship, no, I'm for you, you for me. Ain't no poly anything.
No.
Happening.
Exactly. I'm not sharing. I'm
Sharon
greedy.
who? I don't care. Well,
no. Sis can pay a bill, but that's
Wait,
it. That's
what did
it.
you ask, Miss Janika? The second
I
question.
don't remember her questions.
What happened?
The second question. What did you ask? The second question.
Yeah, so why is it like as a girl sitting on the couch right now, like why is it so important for girls to practice these things and not guys?
Why is it so important to practice these things?
And not guys. Like why is it so important for girls? Sharon, don't answer first, sorry.
All right.
Because
Repeat the question. Why is it so important? Why is it like the world or the church only talks about girls? Girls, you have to hold yourself. Girls, you're this. Girls, if you don't do this or that, you're seen as this way. Girls, you're this. What does that mean? Guys are worth more. Sorry, but why is that a thing for us girls? Why is so much pressure on us girls?
I don't know.
reputation.
What?
Reputation. What am
Repetition.
No,
Reputation? Reputation? Reputation?
Yes. That's
What
I'm
school you
saying.
went to?
BA.
Ooh, okay.
False. I know.
Okay.
It's okay.
You think it's because of reputation? Reputation of the woman?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
No,
like
your rep.
like how you're viewed.
How you? Yeah.
I-
Okay, so
I don't
Fabi, what is your
know.
take on that? Why do you? Think
I don't know why we
I
pressure.
don't know why we have so much pressure.
Like why?
Cause we the same. No,
It's not fair.
It's not fair. So,
Oh,
it's
Sorry, ma'am, we can't see you.
Wait, okay, Sophie, go ahead and answer before I say
Okay,
add
so
anything.
the reason why I think like us girls like we take it like more personal and stuff like that than guys is because like
Not us take it personal. It's why is there pressure on the girl versus the guys? No, that was the same
That's how
question.
it
That was the
was.
question.
why we get
She didn't
pressured?
switch it.
Yeah.
That was the question. Oh, okay, sorry. So what I think it goes to is an older way of thinking is, or kind of actually still current, misogyny, where the guy holds all the control or the power. So he wants the woman to be this untouched, like from the world, and basically only for him. Don't matter what he does, he can do his dirt with whatever. But the woman that he chooses needs to be untouched, pure, not have done anything, is like waiting for him. And that goes like to misogyny kind of thinking or way of culture, some culture. Because I guess with women, we are told that we have power, but some of our power is dimmed because, or we're silenced, because then you also have like the the women movement back in whatever 19 blah 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 blah, where we had to fight.
There's
to have
still a
certain-
woman.
I mean, you know what I mean.
But
Where
there's
it
still-
started ish.
Yeah,
or
but
that's when-
now it's stronger.
Now it's stronger,
Yeah.
but we still have to fight for certain rights that
Getting paid
or
more,
privileges,
getting
right, that
paid
guys have.
equally like a guy,
Right.
all of that.
We're still seen as,
Weak.
I don't want to say second class, but like
Weak.
basically under a guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
weak. Under a
Weak.
guy. And we have to live up to what they want us to be.
Who is
Guys.
Okay.
Guys.
So
How
that
they-
goes
how
to
they
the
want us
standards
to
of
be.
right. That goes to like their standards of beauty, how to act. Women should be seen,
Ooh,
not
look
heard.
at Fabby's face. Look at Fabby's face.
Women should be seen, not heard. You know, we're the submissive ones. We're the homely ones. Like, we're not supposed to have a voice or opinion.
Is that biblical?
No, it's
Somebody
not.
said
No.
it is.
I don't.
The submissive parts.
Well,
But then again,
it all
doesn't it say
depends.
you husband submit to your wife as well?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly.
Thanks,
But
Fred.
isn't that biblical though? Like I
What?
feel like it's biblical
What?
because I know where there was like somebody said, well, it's in the Bible where there's always been male leaders. We ain't
Right.
seen no women leaders
True.
in the Bible, so it's like, dang, that's
Why?
not fair.
Why do you have to put that?
That is not
You
fair.
know what I'm saying? I think no. I don't know if we talked about it before on the show, but that's a very good topic.
that is
To
a good
talk. That's a
topic.
really good topic.
Not enough women leaders. Or
Yeah.
should we be leaders?
Yeah. And what is the woman's role?
Don't even start that right there.
Mhm.
What is the woman's role? That's a big thing.
That's.
I can't say role. I said role. Why she whispering?
Huh?
Oh, 'cause I'm reading a comment Andre said. Such
Oh.
a Merv thing to do.
What's such
What
a
do you
Merv thing?
When
to
you
do?
agree, yup. When you
Oh.
just agreed to, everyone agreed to what
Wait, who
Sharon
you
said.
talking about?
He's
That's
talking
why
to
I didn't
you.
let Sharon.
He's talking to you.
That's why I didn't let Sharon
Don't
answer the
talk
last
to me,
question.
sir. I don't know you.
Okay, who was that?
Fabi.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Mary was a leader in her own right. Yeah, that's
her
the thing.
own
Like,
right.
yeah, and then Ruth, you had Ruth. Well, was it Ruth? No, Ruth more. She submitted more. She submitted.
It was
more.
very rare.
very,
It was.
very rare.
It was.
That's a good question. That's a good topic.
It is.
Third question, Mr. Nico?
No, there was no third question. I think
Yes,
I was
there
finished.
was.
There was a third
There's a
question.
third
Wai mblie. Mblie.
Okay, that's great. That's
I want to answer the third question.
All right, so let me ask another question. Going back to purity culture. Do you believe purity culture will maintain what? Do you believe purity culture maintains fear or and negative stigmas?
Does it maintain? Well,
Can you rephrase that question?
That's what I'm trying to
Well,
figure.
it was
Hey, write
already
the question,
answered.
y'all.
It was already answered.
It was answered,
It was. We already. We
but the
didn't ask
last one we already
question.
we asked that last one.
We didn't
already.
ask the questions, but we already answered it while we were talking. So
Mhm.
we don't have to,
So it maintains fear and negative stigmas.
Yes.
Fear.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I mean, yes, Sharon.
Okay.
Yes.
thank you.
I'm yelling at you. My bad.
It's okay.
Miss Jenica, any questions? Fabi?
Mm-mm.
Sharon?
No.
Steindine? Symphony? Happy birthday, happy birthday, Symphony.
Any additional questions in the comment
From
section?
the audience.
Yes, Sharon.
Yes, Sharon.
Whatever you said. What you
What
said
did-
at the end.
What did I say?
We forgot.
Y'all, I be saying stuff.
Yes, Sharon.
Ask me what I be saying.
Yeah.
What was the question I said?
The question or the
Oh,
answer?
the question.
What question?
Does it maintain fear and negative stigma?
Yeah,
the
she
purity
brought it
culture.
up too.
Okay.
Mm.
The whole topic thing, she brought it up already. What about the audience?
How do we think
Can I
that
ask a
purity
question?
culture can change? Will it ever change?
Purity culture.
I don't think it will.
Wait.
So
what's
what would you, so basically to end it off, right? To end off the show,
Right.
what would you say to a young woman right now? And there's different ages on this couch right now. So Fabi, a high schooler, Deline, a college student, and Sharon, a grown behind woman.
Why
Don't
gotta
so-
be
why you
grown
gotta say it?
behind? I agree, but why gotta be grown
Hey,
the way
behind?
you said it.
Right?
you better own up to what you are. Grown,
Real grown.
All right, Fabi,
real
start.
grown.
Can you repeat the question?
So what would you say to a young lady when it comes to that purity culture, when it comes to all that and being pure and all that, to a young lady? So think about it in your age group. And think about, for you, Fabi, think about social media. Think about what these songs are saying to girls. Think about all of that thing, all of those things.
I feel like you should not listen to your heart. Don't do something that you don't want to do. Don't listen to other people. When you're ready for, that to happen, just do it on your own time. Don't listen to nobody, because you're your own boss, period.
I disagree.
Okay, Daylene's next. Daylene is next.
No, I didn't want to hold it in, 'cause like, well, I totally understand what Fabi was saying. Like, listen to your heart. But then again, your heart could be playing with you, though. Like, your heart, your mind.
Both.
Yes.
Both your mind and your heart can play with you.
Your mind.
It play with you. Because, like, what Fabi was saying, you your own boss. That's cool. But, like, you tell yourself that you want to lose it, but God ain't telling you to lose it, though. Well, lose it, though. So, it's just like.
But you know right from wrong, though.
Yeah, you do. But then again, temptation, Miss Janika, that's where it comes in. My bad.
But you know right from wrong, though.
You do know right from wrong, but then again, people just be so.
So when Deline says temptation, so we taught in Sunday school that you have to back up your temptation with scripture, and that's the only way you will steer away from your temptation is with scripture. That's why she said that.
So, like what Fabi was saying, like listen to your heart. No, I don't like that. Well, you can listen to your heart, but then again, if God not telling me to lose it, I'm not about to lose it. Nah. But my age
so
group.
Deline,
Yes.
that was her answer for her age group. What's
Well,
your answer for your age group?
About
I
like
was
5
about to
years
say
older
it.
than you.
Yeah,
I
go
was
ahead.
about to say it.
Okay.
Man, relax. Y'all be coming for me. I was just about to say it. Repeat the question.
Wow.
Yeah.
Repeat the question, Mr. Janika, for real.
So the question was, what was the question? That's crazy.
My queen.
So the question was, for your age group, what would you say to a young lady about purity and purity culture and how to live out your true self?
Well, how would I tell y'all my age group? Always listen to the voice of God. To be honest, listen to the voice of God. If you don't have the voice of God, you might just be tempted to do certain things that you think is right, but then again, is really not right. So, open your heart, your mind, and your soul to God, so He's able to guide you through the right path. And then when He tell you, okay, He your husband or He your wife, get married, this and that, boom, you lose it. But if it ain't from God, please don't do it. That's my answer. No. Under Fabi's.
For her age group. All right.
You want a mic, Schneidine?
So for my age group, the grown behind women or the grown behind people, we've already been through a lot of life experiences.
Sure did.
Fabi, relax.
Jeez. But being through life experiences, there's a lot of things that you do learn in each encounter. So what I would tell my age group is, as far as like remaining pure, is follow the word, and that will lead you into where you should go. It shouldn't be that you're allowing anybody to enter into your space, because if you focus on God and what He tells you to do, then that would be your guide to be able to discern as far as who it is that you should be entering this next phase of your life with. You probably already did stuff. Nobody's faulting you for that. We're just saying moving forward, in order to maintain this purity for God in preparation for marriage, if you're not married already, it's to follow what the word says, stay in the word, stay in prayer, to be able to know who it is that you need to actually enter into that space. As far as those that are married that are in my age group, stay one with each other, stay tied to each other, because there's always going to be opposition that's going to come and try to break up. Stay in prayer. Yes, Janika.
You didn't say that.
Huh?
Didn't you already say that? My bad.
No, I didn't. That was for the unmarried people.
Okay.
Yeah, for the married people. So stay in prayer, because there's together Yes, prayer together. I guess Janika, get on the mic. For the married people, definitely prayer works to strengthen your marriage. It's prayer together.
Together, not
because-
separate.
Not separate.
Together.
Because there's always going to be opposition that's going to come and try to break up your union. Even
Always.
though God can put y'all together, if you have a weak enough mind or a weak enough moment, other things or people can come and try to break that union.
There's a verse in the Bible about that. No man
Yes.
shall separate.
From their wife.
Something like that, yeah.
Isn't that what divorce?
Don't go to,
is?
Divorce?
Isn't
What?
that no?
No,
Okay, never mind.
no. Don't go to bed angry. Just always try to resolve
Bread?
everything.
And
My
bed.
bad, y'all.
Bed.
I'm hungry.
Bed.
Don't go to bed angry. That's also
That's
a
something.
scripture. That I think also does help. Always talk things out in the marriage. Always talk things out. Be able to try to understand each other's point of view. If you said or did something that hurt the other person, be able to talk it out to be able to understand where that person's coming from, and then just continue. Because love is not enough. You actually have to have
Work
Communication.
in it.
You have to work in
You
it.
gotta work in
You got to
it.
be friends.
You gotta
You
work.
gotta be friends. Not only friends, but you gotta be friends in your marriage for sure.
Gotta
But I'm pretty sure Janika can give more insight on that because I'm only speaking from the outside in. And Janika's not paying attention.
Not
to
paying
me
attention,
at
Miss
all.
Janika.
I heard
All
what you said.
Oh,
You want
okay.
me to talk for marriage, but
Yes.
my two ladies next to me said it shouldn't just be in marriage where you do all that.
Of
You
course
should
not.
start it when you in
Yeah.
relationship
You're
before you
correct.
get married. So
So
She
you can
was
build
talking
on it
for
in a
her
marriage.
so you
age
could
group.
build on
Us-
it in marriage. But
Oh.
you know, the first 2 years in marriage, you just want to kill the person. But that's
Yeah.
just because I'm married and I know,
Yeah, it's
like
okay.
you know.
Yes.
But so my take for marriage people, understand each other, and understand each other's baggage, understand where each other comes from, and love on each other. So that's all I can say. Love, pray with each other,
Correct.
family,
Communication.
keep God,
Communication, that's-
Communication, y'all.
Please.
keep God.
In all-
Communication.
From the beginning
I'm
to,
still
like, yeah.
learning. Yo,
Yes,
I'm
she
going.
is, y'all.
I'm going in 10 years of marriage. I'm still learning about communication.
Are you
Yes.
serious?
She needs
Oh, yeah.
help on. Y'all
Oh, yeah.
Pray for Janika and her communication skills.
10 years?
Cindy said, "If you get married, Sharon." But wait, not to Sharon
What?
only.
What?
Not to Sharon only. Sorry, relax. I don't think it's to Sharon. Sorry, she said if. In quotation, if you get, I don't think it was to you, Sharon. Sharon, I don't think it's to Sharon.
Y'all gotta read the
It was
comment
not towards
before.
you. It was not towards you.
Hold on, I'm
That's if
reviving
you get
myself. Hold on, I'm
married. But you
reviving
know,
myself.
you could talk about. Let's talk about relationship first. Like, I'm gonna end it off. Like, we gotta end it off. Delene, can we end it off? So, relationship in a relationship with friends, also, you should have that understanding.
Correct.
Like, it shouldn't just be within marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend. Practice that in your relationships too.
Correct.
But Cindy also said. Sorry, Cindy's emoji. Cindy said, "Let God be the standard and not rules created
Okay.
by man or your own personal feelings." So let God be the standard,
Correct.
which what we
Take
said.
personal feelings out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a
Yeah.
question.
Go ahead, Delene. Finish us off.
Oh, with my question I had to ask, or okay, y'all, that's it. This is it, you guys. As you guys know, this is episode 5, season 3, and this is all. Thank you, Sharon and Fabi and Miss Janika and Safoni and Schneidine. And this is it. Like
The boys are still in here too.
Kindler and Fred and
Wow, why you
Wilmy
hesitate to say your
and
name?
Mervin, all y'all, thank you so much. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we are adioses. Peace out.